They told you who to be before you ever had a chance to figure it out for yourself. Before you learned to walk, they already had a path laid out for you. Before you spoke your first words, they stuffed your mouth with expectations. Sit here. Speak like this. Don't do that. Don't dream too loud. Don't feel too much. Smile, even when it hurts. Be polite, even when they step on your soul. Be strong, but don't make them uncomfortable. Be successful, but not in your own way. Be free, but stay in their cage. You grew up thinking this is normal, that the version of yourself they created is the one you're supposed to live with. You got praised when you followed the script, punished when you colored outside the lines. You learned how to survive by shrinking yourself. You learned how to be liked by being less. But deep inside, you never bought it. Not really, because something in you always knew. You were never meant to live behind the mask they gave you. You were never built to live on your knees in a world demanding obedience, silence, and conformity. You were never meant to be normal, to blend in, to follow rules written by people who never cared about your fire. You were meant to rise, to roar, to fight, to feel deeply and live fully. You were meant to become who you were born to be, not what they told you to settle for. But life happened, didn't it? You got tired. You got hurt. You got pushed down enough times that you started to believe maybe they were right. Maybe you're not enough. Maybe your dreams are ridiculous. Maybe your voice is too loud, your hopes too big, your heart too soft for this world. So you folded. You gave up pieces of yourself just to fit in the frame they built for you. And now look at you. Exhausted, bitter, confused, staring at the ceiling every night wondering why you feel like a stranger in your own skin. Wondering where it all went wrong. Wondering when you stopped living and started performing. You laugh, but it feels fake. You speak, but your voice trembles. You wake up, but your soul is still asleep. That's not living. That's a slow death. And I'm here to tell you, enough. Enough of playing the part they handed you. Enough of pretending you don't care. Enough of staying small because someone once told you that your power was too much. Enough of choking on the opinions of people who don't even know your name. Enough of apologizing for being exactly what this world needs. You are not lost. You are buried. And it's time to rise. It's time to shatter the mirrors they've held up to you. The ones that reflect who they want you to be, not who you are. Smash them. Let the glass cut if it has to. Let it bleed. Let it burn. Pain means you're alive. Pain means you're waking up. You want to know what real courage is? Real courage is walking away from everything familiar because it never fed your soul. Real courage is saying no when they expect you to nod. Real courage is looking yourself in the eye and saying, I don't know who I am yet, but I'm going to find out, no matter what it takes. That's power. That's truth. That's where your life begins. Because here's the brutal truth, they never wanted you to be free. A free mind can't be controlled. A free heart can't be manipulated. A free soul can't be owned. And they're terrified of that, so they tried to tame you. Through fear, through shame, through guilt. They told you to play nice, to sit still, to wait your turn. But listen to me. Your turn is now. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. You don't need to fit. You need to break the rules, break the silence, break the curse, break the fake smile, break the story they wrote about you. Rip it up, burn it down, start again. You were never meant to be a character in their script. You're the damn author. Write your own life in ink so bold the world can't erase it. You think it's too late. It's not. You think you've wasted too much time. You haven't. You think you're too broken. You're not. You are exactly where you need to be to start becoming who you were meant to be. Right here.
Right now.
But don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until it doesn't hurt. Don't wait until you're not scared. Do it afraid. Do it messy. Do it crying. Do it shaking. Do it before you think you're ready. Because the truth is, you'll never feel ready to break free. But freedom doesn't wait for readiness. It waits for decision. Decide. Decide to stop betraying yourself just to keep the peace. Decide to stop shrinking so others can feel tall. Decide to stop carrying the weight of everyone's expectations like it's your responsibility. Decide to choose yourself for once. You've spent years choosing everyone else, choosing comfort over growth, approval over authenticity, fear over freedom. You know where that leads. It leads to the life you're living now, the numbness, the confusion, the quiet desperation you try to silence with distractions and fake smiles. It leads to regret. And you don't want to die with regret, do you? Then stop living someone else's life. You weren't born to chase validation. You weren't made to be a copy. You were born to stand out, to disrupt, to create, to love wildly, to fight fiercely, to be unapologetically, uncomfortably, undeniably you. Yes, you, the messy, complicated, brilliant, broken masterpiece that you are. And I know it's not easy. It's not easy to peel off the layers they glued to you. It's not easy to look in the mirror and admit you've been hiding. It's not easy to walk alone when everyone expects you to stay in line. But I promise you, the pain of truth is always lighter than the weight of pretending. So, rip the mask off. Stop smiling when your soul is screaming. Stop nodding when you want to run. Stop pretending that fine is enough. It's not. You deserve more. Not because someone gave you permission, not because you earned it through suffering, but because you are alive. That's the only permission you need. Every breath you take is proof that you still have time to speak up, time to dream again, time to change direction, time to unlearn the lies and relearn you, the real you. The one who used to light up when they talked about their dreams, the one who used to believe anything was possible, the one who used to feel alive. That version of you. They're not gone. They're just buried. And it's time to dig them out. You don't need to become someone new. You just need to remember who the hell you were before the world told you who to be, before the pain, before the shame, before the fear. You were bold. You were wild. You were free. Be that again. And I know they won't like it. They'll call you selfish. They'll say you've changed. They'll say you're ungrateful, reckless, delusional. But let them talk. Let them whisper. Let them scream. Because when you stop being who they told you to be, they lose control. And that scares them. But you should be smiling. Because that fear means you're finally doing something real. Let your realness offend the fake. Let your truth shake the liars. Let your courage ignite the quiet fire in someone else who's watching you and thinking, if they can break free, maybe I can too. Because your freedom gives others permission to find their own. You don't owe them your silence. You don't owe them your conformity. You don't owe anyone the watered-down version of your soul. You owe yourself the truth. You owe yourself the chance to live. Not just survive, not just coast, not just make it to the end of your life with a list of checkboxes society gave you, but to actually live, recklessly, honestly, passionately, like every heartbeat is a gift and every day is a blank page. So write it. Write it in scars if you have to. Write it in sweat, in tears, in fire. But write it. This is your life, not theirs. This is your moment, not theirs. And no one gets to define you but you. So break the damn chains, tear off the labels, set fire to the roles. Breathe deep and scream loud, because the version of you that's been hiding for too long is finally ready to rise. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now? Right here?
Right now.
You know who you are. Now go be it.